Inanna is the ancient Sumerian goddess of love, sensuality, fertility, procreation, and also of war. She later became identified by the Akkadians and Assyrians as the goddess Ishtar, and further with the Hittites Shushka, the Phoenician Astarte, and the Greek Aphrodite, among many others. Inanna is one of the candidates cited as the subject of the Burni relief, better known as the Queen of the Night, a terracotta relief dating from the reign of Hammurabi of Babylon, around 1792 to 1750 before Christ. Although her sister Ereshkigal is the goddess most likely depicted. In some myths, she is the daughter of Enki, the god of wisdom, fresh water, magic, and a number of other elements and aspects of life. While in others she appears as the daughter of Nanna, god of the moon and wisdom. As the daughter of Nanna, she was the twin sister of the sun god Utu or Shamash. Her power and provocation is almost always a defining characteristic in any of the tales told of her. Inanna is among the oldest deities whose names are recorded in ancient Sumer. She is listed among the earliest 7 divine powers: Anu, Enlil, Enki, Ninhursag, Nanna, Utu, and Inanna. These 7 would form the basis for many of the characteristics of the gods who followed. In the case of Inanna, as noted above, she would inspire similar deities in many other cultures. A vastly different personality from that of the traditional mother goddess, as exemplified in Ninhursag. Inanna is a brash, independent young woman, impulsive and yet calculating, kind and at the same time careless with others, feelings or property, or even their lives. The fact that the Sumerians could conceive of such a goddess speaks to their cultural value and understanding of femininity. In Sumerian culture, women were regarded as equals, and even a cursory survey of their pantheon shows a number of significant female deities such as Gula, Ninhursag, Nisaba, and Ninkasi, among many others. In time, however, these goddesses lost status to male deities. Under the reign of the Amorite king Hammurabi of Babylon, goddesses were increasingly replaced by gods. Inanna kept her position and prestige through her adaptation by the Assyrian and Neo-Assyrian Empire as Ishtar, goddess of war and romance. But many others did not fare so well. Nisaba, formerly the scribe of the gods and patroness of the written word, was assimilated into the god Nabu under Hammurabi's reign, and this was the fate of many others. Inanna's descent into the underworld. The first myth featuring Ereshkigal is described in the ancient Sumerian epic poem of Inanna's descent to the underworld. In the poem, the goddess Inanna descends into the underworld, apparently seeking to extend her powers there. Ereshkigal is described as being Inanna's older sister. When Neti, the gatekeeper of the underworld, informs Ereshkigal that Inanna is at the gates of the underworld, demanding to be let in, Ereshkigal responds by ordering Neti to bolt the 7 gates of the underworld and to open each gate separately, but only after Inanna has removed one article of clothing. Inanna proceeds through each gate, removing one article of clothing at each gate. Finally, once she has gone through all 7 gates, she finds herself naked and powerless, because she lost one of her magic items to a nymph, standing before the throne of Ereshkigal. The 7 judges of the underworld judge Inanna and declare her to be guilty. Inanna is struck dead, and her dead corpse is hung on a hook in the underworld for everyone to see. Inanna's minister, Ninhursag, however, pleads with Enki, and Enki agrees to rescue Inanna from the underworld. Enki sends 2 genderless beings down to the underworld to revive Inanna with the food and water of life. The genderless beings escort Inanna up from the underworld, but a horde of angry demons follow Inanna back up from the underworld, demanding to take someone else down to the underworld as Inanna's replacement. When Inanna discovers that her husband, Dumuzid, has not mourned her death, she becomes wrathful towards him and orders the demons to take Dumuzid as her replacement.